Please give us a brief introduction.
I am Ronit-Mock. I am from Rourkela of Sundargarh district. I have passed my class 10 from Delhi Public School. I am class 12 from Ispat English Medium School, and I did my BTech from NIT Rourkela in Electronics and Communication branch. After that, I have pursued MBA from IIM Kozhikode, and post that I have been placed in ICICI Bank in the project finance domain. I have worked in BKC office, which is the corporate headquarters of ICICI Bank. I have worked there for 1 year and 1 month. After that, I left my job for preparing for civil services. So that. And my hobbies are like playing chess, following stock markets. So that.
Okay, fine. So, as I can see from your CIF, you have done your PGDM from IIM Kozhikode.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That is
sir.
in Kerala.
Yes, sir.
So you stayed there for 2 years.
Yes, sir. 2 years. 2 years.
Then graduation you have done from NIT Rourkela.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have studied in what we can say the finest of institutes.
Yes.
So my basic question to you would be, since you are from NIT and then IIM,
Yes.
so lot of scope is there for you even outside India and even here in the corporate sector,
Yeah.
right? So why are you interested for civil services or for municipal services? Why are you interested for government services?
Sir, basically my orientation is towards service of society, towards serving the society, Indian society. And like in government services, actually whatever you do as an officer, so it has a impact on a large number of people as compared to a corporate. And also like it can help to actually develop the society overall. So that's why, which is not there in corporate. Like in corporate we work only for the profit of a single company, but here we get to work for the country as a whole, which has a larger impact. So that's why.
Okay, fine. So can you compare your stay at in NIT Rourkela? You were staying at your home or in the hostel?
So hostel and home both.
Both. Okay. So if you can compare your lifestyle there at NIT and at IIM,
Yes, sir.
and what changes you saw.
So here there's a wide gap in the lifestyle. So in the NIT lifestyle, like we were just frugal, we were just leading a simple life, hanging out with friends and all. So, but in IIM there is like professionalism, so much professionalism comes in, and there is not much interaction between the students because everyone is busy, especially during the first year. In second year it's fine, but in first year it's like academic rigor is too much, so people don't even get to talk to each other and hang out. So that is the thing. And next, sir, like the freedom is much more in IIM Kozhikode, so in management as compared to in NIT. Like in hostels there are regulations, many regulations in NIT, but in IIM you don't have it.
Okay, so nowadays new IIMs and new IITs are coming up.
Yes.
So a new IIM has come up in Odisha also.
Sambalpur.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What is your view on this? Some people are saying that this is going to dilute the standard of education and the brand value of the IITs and IIMs will come down if we start proliferating or having more and more IITs and IIMs, because there is only one MIT and there is only one Harvard University, so we cannot. So center of excellence should not be should not be diluted, the standard should not be diluted. What is your take on this? Do you agree with that view?
Sir, actually I don't agree with this view because no doubt there will be some difference. If we see according to input quality, so quality of an academic institution can be if we divide into two main parts. First is input quality of students and second is quality of faculty. So in input, if we see input quality of students, so we'll see that the CAT percentile, which is the cutoff marks into entry into IIMs, even in small, not small, new institutes like IIM Sambalpur, the percentile is high enough, and there is not much difference between percentile which is required to get into old IIMs like IIM Indore, Kozhikode, Bangalore, Ahmedabad. So input quality is almost same. And if we ensure that the faculty quality is also same, so we'll not see any dilution. And in a country with large number of graduates, in fact, I think that we need institutions of excellence more and more.
Okay. So there is also a view that education, especially higher education,
Yes, sir.
it should be, government should stop subsidizing it completely. What is your view on that? Like the fees in IITs and the IIMs, that should be based on, market, what is the other?
Market price as compared to private institutes.
Yes, and for the needy people, government may have some specific schemes or something to help them. Do you think that in a country, large country like India, education, especially higher education, should be publicly funded?
Sir, definitely there must be some institutions which are state funded, like centers of excellence should be there, like IITs, IIMs, NITs. And but recently, if you see that in IIMs also, they are moving, government funding is stopping there. In IIM Kozhikode also, the government funding is getting stopped. So basically, the salaries of the faculty, they are getting funded from our fees. So when the fees of the students are getting increased. So this is not good for people with even middle class background, because the fees are much high. It is 20 lakhs now in IIM Kozhikode also. So for 2 years. So people with enough good enough background also, they are even facing difficulty. So because they had to take education loan, and students they come under pressure to for paying off the education loan. And so I think that state funding should not stop. State funding should be there on that side.
Okay. What is your opinion about politics or political parties or student politics in campus? Should it be there, or should those who are interested in politics may do it outside the campus?
Yes.
Some states do not have unions, like for example maybe Karnataka doesn't have it, in some other states don't have it. What is your opinion? Student politics should be there, or student politics should not be there at a college and university level?
As at the college level, basically, especially in arts background colleges, so people students are taught about politics. So and also in today's generation, youth are much more aware about the political scenario, and they are playing an active role to question the government's policies and make the government accountable. So I think student politics should be there overall, but there should be strict regulations also. Students should not get involved in violence. Students should not create chaos and miss classes, which is the whole sole purpose of studying in a college. So that should not get tolerated. But we can allow peaceful political protest also, and political participation that makes the democracy strengthen of our country.
Okay. So coming to your hometown, Rourkela.
Yes, sir.
So it is one of the smart cities of Odisha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you tell me something about, in short, what you understand by smart city and what are the main components of a smart city?
Sir, first and foremost, for a smart city, we need a very good drainage system, sanitation system. So, second is provision of drinking water to all, a good quality drinking water, and provision of electricity to all the, even the slums which are there present in the city. And then next is solid waste management. A proper garbage disposal system should be there, garbage collection and disposal system and segregation of waste. And also lighting, urban amenities should be developed, like street lighting, parks, hospitals, municipal hospitals, like primary, especially the primary healthcare centers, that should be well maintained. And apart from that, there are also municipal educational institutions like municipal colleges, etc. So we have to ensure the standard of education remains good there. So this much.
Okay. So that is your place of birth also, Rourkela? You are born in Rourkela?
Yes, sir. I am born in Rourkela.
So you have stayed there, for so many years. So you tell me any three things which you love about Rourkela, and any three things which you don't like, which you think that it should change. And if you are given an opportunity, how will you change the three? First, you tell me what three things you like about Rourkela.
So three things which I like it is a very planned city. The Rourkela basically consists of two parts, Rourkela Township and Rourkela City. So Rourkela City is managed by Odisha government, and Rourkela Township is managed by RSP, Rourkela Steel Plant. So the Rourkela Township part is very much planned. It has very good drainage system. It is very clean. There is proper garbage disposal collection system, and the roads are very good. Roads are well maintained. It is divided into organized sectors. Like there are sector 1 to sector 21. It is divided. So, and in every sector there are markets, there are small healthcare centers, hospitals, etc. So it is well connected. So these are the things which I like about Rourkela, and the things which I don't like, that first thing, it has like its development is not so fast. It is very slow developing. Like the things like the amenities which are present 10 to 20 years back, the situation is same, and it is not well connected with the airwise. Like it does not have a air strip. That is so that's why we have to always travel to Ranchi, the nearest airport, to travel anywhere. And third thing is which I don't like is the Rourkela city part, that is not well developed. The local MLAs are not that active. So so infrastructure wise, that part is not getting developed. So these.
Okay. So, your district is Sundargarh.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me how many urban local bodies are there in Sundargarh?
Sir, in Sundargarh, Sundargarh has three divisions basically: Sundargarh, Panposh, and Bonai. In municipal corporation, if you see, there is only one municipal corporation, which is Rourkela Municipal Corporation. Municipalities, there are around four municipalities. Rajkampur, Birmitrapur, Sundargarh, and one more is I can't remember the another one. So there are four municipalities, and so this much. These are the urban local bodies. NAC I don't remember.
Okay. So. What were your main papers in your subject of specialization in PGDM?
Sir, main subject of specialization was finance. But in IIMs we get a general management degree, so there is no such thing as major or minor, but I have taken more subjects in finance.
Your career is quite good, but there is almost a 13% drop in your 10th and 12th marks.
Yes, sir.
Any specific reason for that?
Sir, there is no specific reason, but like one thing is I was not strong in chemistry, so my marks got decreased in chemistry. I got only 69 in chemistry. So and next thing is there was like I was more concentrating on entrance exams rather than board exams. So that's why.
And you took 1 year break for preparation for
Yes,
IIT or
sir.
something?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1 year break.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, it has been continuously.
Yeah.
2017, you completed your PGDM.
Yes, sir.
And you got
Placed in campus placement. Yes, sir.
And ICICI, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you worked there almost for 1 year.
1 year, 1 month. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. And then you are fully preparing for civil service.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your hobbies are also quite impressive. You play chess.
Yes,
You
sir.
follow stock markets.
Yes, sir.
That is part of your, I guess, your PGDM.
No, sir. In stock market was not a part of PGDM. We study the basics of finance rather than trading in stock markets. So that is out of the course. But I am like it is my hobby. It is my passion. So.
Okay. So can you tell me what is DMAT?
So DMAT is an account which is a special account in which we get shares there is an input and output of shares. So it is different from savings bank account. So we for trading purposes we need a DMAT account. Basically the full form is dematerialized. So so earlier like stocks were traded in only hard copy. But after opening of DMAT accounts, it got traded online. So it is not materialized, and that's why it is dematerialized or DMAT account.
Okay. And suppose there are two people with different profiles. Let's say someone who is just starting his career 20 to 23 years,
Yes,
and
sir.
someone who is in his mid-career, 40, 45 years.
Yes, sir.
They want your advice regarding, so let's say per month they can, spare 5,000 rupees of their savings.
Yes, sir.
And so what advice will you give them if they would like to invest in the equity market?
Sir, there is a simple rule. As the age gets increasing, we have to decrease the portion of percentage of debt percentage of equity in his portfolio. So basically we follow there is a simple rule like 100 minus your age. Suppose your age is 20 years. So 100 minus 20, which is 80. 80% of your money should get invested in equity. Because you are young and you have ample opportunity of earning salary, and you have a bright career ahead, so he or she can take risk, and that's why the equity portion should be more and debt portion should be less. But as we grow older and older, so we need social security, so that's why we'll transfer our equity investments to debt investments, which are completely safe. So that is the thing. So I will suggest to a 20-year-old invest 80% of your investment amount in equity. Okay, he can do a SIP or else a lump sum investment, and 20% of his portfolio should go to debt scheme, mutual fund scheme. So.
Okay. So in chess, tell me who is your favorite international grandmaster?
Vishwanathan Anand.
Okay. Who is the current international grandmaster favorite?
Magnus Carlsen of Norway. So he is the rank one. He is the topper.
Has Vishwanathan Anand retired?
Sir, he has retired, but still, he continues to play in some tournaments. So,
Okay. What about Odisha? Name some grandmasters from Odisha.
So Odisha, I have also played in my childhood days, in school days. So there was one grandmaster of Utkal Ranjan Sahu. So like when I was playing, like he was very small. He used to sit. He used to take 2 chairs to match the level of the table. But then also he used to top every tournament. One is Utkalan Sahu, another was Padmini Raut, and she has also done very good in national level chess championship. She is the women winner. So Padmini Raut and Utkalan Sahu, they are from Odisha.
Okay, fine. So, what are the advantages of playing chess? Suppose you are selected as an administrator. You still play chess sometimes? When you get
Sometimes when I get time.
So, what are the advantages? I mean, what do you learn from chess which you can implement as a, let's say, assistant director or assistant municipal commissioner?
So chess basically teaches us to make a strategy in advance. So like we have to plan, let's say 5 to 6 moves ahead if you want to win the game. So like it helps in exploring the all the permutation combination. Like if you do one action, what will happen after that. So it like overall as an administration we want a future vision basically of our action. Suppose we do one action today, what will be its impact in say 5 to 10 years. So it helps in selecting the right option rather than like choosing a wrong option and realizing after 5 to 10 years that decision was wrong. So it helps to like analyze every possible option and choose the best option. So in administration also we need that for future planning and strategy. So like it can help in urban planning, I think.
Okay. So next curricular activities you had NCC, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what certificate you had in?
So certificate A.
In school you had?
Yes, sir.
You didn't have NCC in your NIT?
Sir, NCC was there in NIT, but I didn't participate. I participated in National Social Service in NIT.
National Social Service?
NSS.
That is National Service Scheme. NSS.
Sorry, National Service Scheme, sorry.
National
Service Scheme, sorry.
Okay, okay. So what were the camps that you attended in NSS?
Sir, in NIT Rourkela, there are many schools like just near to NIT Rourkela. So we used to go there and teach the students of even young students of class 5, class 6 and also class 9 and 10 students. So and also there was a school inside the campus also. So we used to go there as well as nearby rural areas where like primary schools are there. So we basically have helped students do well, basically pass. They were not even passing their matriculation exam. So we used to go on Saturday and Sunday, which were holidays of our like institute, and we used to help them to at least pass in the exam with good percentage in their matriculation. So we did that, and also we used to do many camps in like hilltop. We used to climb those. Those are just part of physical activities, and but main job was educating poor students.
So you remember the motto of NCC?
Motto of NCC, sorry sir, I don't remember.
Okay. Just brush, unity and discipline. So you are telling me that you got less marks in +2 because of chemistry.
Yes, sir.
But you were all India rank 1 in chemistry in NTSC.
Sir, NSTSA.
Okay.
So that time I had interest, like I had a lot of interest in chemistry. So during school time, but because at that time like physics, maths, and all those things were not much of advanced level. So basically all were of same level, basic level. But in +2, I got more interest in physics and maths. Because it involved a lot of calculations and all those stuff, and chemistry was like rote learning kind of. So I got bored, and that's why.
Okay, so you got first position in 45th state chess championship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, why did you pursue chess as a career or generalizing it? What are the problems that a promising sports person generally faces in India or specifically, let's say, in Odisha? That generally many of them who are basically quite promising sports persons, they generally switch to other streams. So, what was your personal experience, and what reforms you would like the government to make so that these children, these good talents can be nurtured further?
So basically the problem in our country or regarding sports, like people can't take too much risk by leaving their education and pursuing a full-time sports because there is a fear of failure. So and basically if the sports person don't have a security of their future, security of the life, if they'll not get selected in some tournaments or national level, international level, even if they get selected also, they get medal, but then after some years people forget them and they are just devoid of any economic opportunities. So that's why there is a culture in the Indian parents also to push their students towards education rather than sports, and that happened with me also. So every parent wants to make their child academically very sound and strong, so that their life can be secured. So I think the reforms should be first there should be very good coaching professional. There should be professional coaching during the school time itself, so that we can identify very good players and train them for a national and international level tournaments. Also, if there can be some kind of security, social security for their life, so that should be given, so that even if they fail, they can get their minimum basic needs, till they get a medal or something like that. So government must support them. And also the funding is also very less in sports, Ministry of Sports also, but now it is working hard, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. So those things are.
Okay. So in which management training in project finance?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what was the major work there in ICA7?
Sir, project finance basically means appraisal of infrastructure projects. So we used to manage large infrastructure projects. So that project finance department is divided into many sectors according to the infrastructure, like airport sector, port sector, roadways, railways, all those things. I was in the airports division of project finance. So we used to manage funding to Delhi International Airport, Bangalore International Airport, Mumbai, and also some greenfield projects. So basically the work was appraisal of projects and projecting the cash flow, what will be the cash flow in future, and depending upon them deciding the amount of loan that should be given to that project. So that was my role.
Okay. So can you tell me how many urban local bodies are there in Odisha?
Sir, 48 municipalities, 61 NAC and 5 municipal corporations.
Okay, that is total 114.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 114.
Okay. So, what is your first preference of service?
So first preference of service is assistant commissioner. Second is chief executive officer. Third is enforcement officer, and fourth is executive officer.
Okay. So suppose you join as a assistant commissioner.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me the career progression, like after that to what post you will be promoted, and what is the maximum post to which you can reach under the Omas cadre?
So maximum post is director municipal administration, and if we start from assistant commissioner, then we'll move on to deputy commissioner, deputy, after that joint commissioner, after that municipal commissioner, after that director municipal administration. So that is the hierarchy.
So normally how long it will take if you join as a assistant commissioner to reach the post of director municipal administration?
Director, sir, I have to add it. Actually, 4 years is required for deputy, and another 3 years I think for joint. After that, I don't remember the years. I think, but it will take a lot of time. Around I think 15, 16, 17 years to reach to that level, director.
Okay. So, according to you, what are the major functions
Yes,
of urban, municipal bodies?
So major functions like solid waste management, drainage system, and maintenance of urban amenities like street lighting, roads, bridges, and like municipal hospitals, municipal colleges, economic and social development basically of the urban local body, and urban planning. In development of smart cities also, like urban local bodies, the officers of urban local bodies, they have a role. Sir, this much. Sorry, sir.
So, constitutionally, can you tell me what are the provisions in the constitution for the urban local bodies?
Sir, with the passing of the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act in 1992, it got enacted in 1993. So there was a creation of municipalities, that is the third tier of government, and the functions of the municipalities are listed in 12th schedule of the Constitution. Article 243 basically mentions all the activities, what is the scope of municipality, so these are the constitutional provisions basically, and its finance and all will be seen by the State Finance Commission. Also the Central Finance Commission will advise what should be the proportion of devolution funds to the municipalities, so constitution wise this much.
Okay. So, which article deals with urban local bodies, if you remember?
Sir, I said Article 243.
243
Article 243,
clause?
so clause P to something, I don't remember. I don't remember that.
What are the major issues faced by, generally speaking, faced by the urban local bodies in Odisha? 3 or 4 major issues you can tell me.
So 3 or 4 major issues we see. The first issue is like lack of proper roads, and second is lack of proper health, primary health care centers. Doctors are also not there, nurses are not there, so there's all like cleanliness is not maintained. Even most of the primary health centers are closed also. So the second thing is that. Third thing is if the cleanliness of garbage collection system, like solid waste management basically, there is no, drainage system is not proper in most of the municipalities. So these things.
Okay. So, coming to recent happenings, what is your main source of current affairs? From where do you read current affairs mainly?
So main source is Hindu newspaper, and there are many news channels like Rajya Sabha TV. I follow Rajya Sabha TV and DD News. Also there are some magazines, current affairs magazines like of Vision IS, and these things are.
Okay.
Very much.
So, you mentioned about the Hindu, right?
Yes, sir.
So, can you tell me when was the Hindu formed or founded, and who was the founding editor?
Sir, who was the founding? Sir, I don't. When it was, sir, I don't remember the year. I think but I can say that in 1800s it got started.
1800.
And who was the founder, I don't remember, but he is a South Indian, that I know.
Okay, fine. Currently, who is the editor? Can you tell me?
N. Ram.
Are you sure N. is still the editor?
Sir, he was 1 month back. He was.
Yes, he was.
N. Ram.
He is in his family controls the paper.
Yes,
But
sir.
who is the editor now?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
Okay, fine. So, can you tell me, recently there was some issue with Iran and US. What was
Yes,
the
sir.
main reason and what is the situation?
Sir, recently there was an attack on the Iranian general Qasem Soleimani by US drones. So at the Baghdad International Airport in Iraq. So along with that, an Iraqi general was also killed. So after the killing, there were many widespread protests, as he was a very good general, and he was involved in many operations like counter insurgency operations and counter terrorist operations, and that's why he enjoyed a lot of public support. In return, like initially the tensions rose, the oil prices were hiked, and there was an attack by Iran in the US air base of Iraq, so by missiles. After that, there was a statement from Donald Trump, the president of US, that they don't want to escalate this tension any further, and he just requested Iran to de-escalate tensions in the region, and also remove all the terrorism operations. So after that, after the speech of the Donald Trump, so everything got normalized, and tensions got de-escalated. Oil prices also started falling down. It got normalized. So, but the major issue is the US continuously interferes in the Middle East, maybe because it has interest in oil of the Middle East. Also, from Iran side also, Iran wanted to maintain, wanted to preserve the US-Iran nuclear deal, but actually US withdrew from the Iran-US nuclear deal. So, so now Iran is saying that it will just increase its nuclear operations, nuclear production. So that is a kind of concern for the whole world. This is the situation.
Okay. And what is this tribe called Brew in the news recently? What is
So Brew tribes, basically they belong to Mizoram, but for some reasons they got displaced from Mizoram and got settled in Tripura. So there was a recent statement from our Home Minister Amit Shah that they are not liking to stay in Tripura. So basically there will be a rehabilitation of them into their original state, Mizoram. So that is the update.
Okay. So in Odisha,
Yes, sir.
recently one of our top administrators has got a national level award.
Sure, national level, I don't know, sir.
Rashtriya National Level Literary.
Literary award. Sir, he was former Chief Secretary Tarun Kanti Mishra.
He got an award for what?
Sahitya Academy Award.
For which book or what he has contributed? For which he got
Sir, name of the book I don't remember.
just go to that. Okay.
हाँ,
Bhaswati, right?
Bhaswati. Acha, okay. Sir, what was the contents of that?
Yes, you can go through that. He was not the alone. He was not the only Odia. Another Odia literary figure has also got. So that also you have
Acha,
to
okay.
go through. Okay, Odisha name also
हाँ.
you have to
Yes,
go
sir.
through.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So suppose Tell me something, you are a money man basically from finance. What are the major sources of revenue for a municipal body?
Sir, major sources of revenue is basically municipal tax that are getting levied, that municipal corporations have the right to levy. Apart from that, devolution of funds from state government according to recommendation of the State Finance Commission. And currently also there is one more method of generating revenue by issuing municipal bonds. So that is an innovative way of generating revenue. Recently in recent 1 to 2 years it got started. So these are the sources: municipal bonds, municipal taxation, and devolution of funds from state government. These are the sources.
Okay, so last question would be situational question.
Yes,
Now suppose you are the assistant commissioner
yes,
of municipal administration
yes,
somewhere, and there is an issue that in the municipal land
yes,
there has been a unauthorized encroachment. Okay, some
yes,
people have made some shanties and they are living there.
yes, sir.
So you are ordered to demolish them.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
But it is your discretion, you can take up to 1 month. You can demolish it tomorrow also. Already you have served the notice, so tomorrow also you can demolish, or you can take 1 month also.
Okay.
So a local politician approaches you and he requests you that he will take care of those people, and he asks you 15 days time. Okay.
So the local politician asked that he will take care of those people.
Yes, he will take them to some other place. He has his own arrangement something, but he needs 15 days.
Okay.
Because you can, even tomorrow you can, evict them. Okay. So
Okay.
he is asking, and you can also take a time for 30 days. Okay?
30 days. That I have my own discussion.
Yes, you have your powers.
Okay.
So he is requesting you that you give me 15 days, I will take those people. Okay. So what will you do? What will be your reaction? Will you wait for 15 days, or you will evict it, because legally you can evict it next day also?
Sir, basically about the local politician, I'm not sure that he is saying that he will rehabilitate them somewhere and he needs 15 days, but it's my responsibility to rehabilitate them if I'm ordered. Generally, when we
ordered just to clear the municipal land.
Just to clear the municipal land.
Yes.
So the responsibility of rehabilitation is with me or not?
No,
that is not with me. So if that is not with me, then I can talk to them. I can approach the local dwellers, those who are there, and tell them that I have only 1 month and you have to get I have to evict you. I will give them time. So I can give up to I will prefer giving them the highest amount of time, which I have got, like 30 days, but I will not agree with the local politician, because I don't know that the local politician may get involve them in some criminal activities also. Poor people may get exploited somewhere, so I will not allow that.
Okay, so you will directly go and talk with them?
Yes, sir.
And you will say that, okay, I'm giving...
Whatever time they want, I can give up to maximum of 1 month.
Okay, fine. So that will be the end of the interview.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.